Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. This show has been so stinking good. You know that? Like, I don't think I've just actually like come out and said like, I'm so glad I'm watching this show. It has really taken me by surprise. I was not expecting it to go quite to the complexities, the emotional highs and lows, everything like that. Like, I knew it would be good. I knew you guys always take care of me when it comes to like recommendations, but it's been truly good, guys. I'm enjoying the ride. Last time we had a couple of things kind of get established and set up and put into motion, and I think I'm pretty sure we have a lot more to still encounter and establish based on, you know, what I'm seeing in the themes. So I'll just kind of briefly give you my recap of like where we left off last time, because you know I always do. But before I do that, you know I have to tell you that if you are joining me early today, you know exactly what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So yeah, basically we established the entire like alliance as like our nation of Rimuru. But we also made like our first alliance with another place. So, like, it was a very eventful episode. It was really good. We also got to see some good stuff with Rimuru, and I am so sorry. I've been calling them, like, every wrong name there is. Ogres. I think I called them Kaijin last time, which I think is the name of another character. Kijin, I believe, is the term for the evolved ogre state. But we saw Rimuru, you know, kind of dealing just with a lot of grace, just dealing with the whole situation with, you know, the orcs, with now I guess it was the son of Geld, who is now also Geld. It's just really nice to see. I think what Rimuru is building here is really great. And, you know, again, I've been saying this for the last few episodes, you know, it's not all Rimuru, because the people serving him have a lot of great character and potential as well. But what he is like bringing out of them and setting for them as an example, I think is just like really changing this entire ecosystem. Like, it's like clearly we're drastically changing things now. And also, like I've been saying, you know, that's going to attract some attention. Fortunately, the attention it attracted last time turned out to be good. And now we have an alliance. And Dwarf King's actually like a decent dude. I was happy about that, because I was not sure, like, when we left that, you know, I wasn't quite sure, like, what they were going for with that. So it's good to see, like, yeah, we're good. And that can only help us, like, we're starting to make allies in other places. So, judging from the opening and ending themes, we still have a lot of people to meet, to get to know. You know, we know of this new demon lord, but we don't really know anything about him, or, you know, I'm seeing him pop up. I saw him pop up in the theme last time. That's how I knew who he was. You guys let me know. But like, I'm seeing him pop up and I'm like, okay, clearly we have some ground to cover here. So without further ado, you guys, what do you say we just go ahead and jump right into the next episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Let's do this. They got... No way! Okay. He really respected the king, like, that much we know. I think he's ready to give things another try and maybe not be as corrupt this time. Wow. He's had like a big change of heart. Oh, just like he did last time. Kaijin's like too good for this world. Good lord. After all the betrayal, he's like, yeah, I'll still cover for him. It's all about forgiveness, you guys. It's all about mercy. It's all about showing mercy where we can, you know? It's like survival of the fittest, but also like do good and show mercy where you can. Wow! Huge applause. Oh, I was wondering if we'd find our way here. He has his hype people. Oh! Oh, everyone, Shion, it's okay. Oh, so they're both coming. Okay. No, well, I mean, we did kind of, you know, make her prisoner for a little while, so feelings aren't great. Nice. Okay, I was trying to remember, did we give them names last time? He's like, ah! He's like, I want a new name. What? Did he rename him? Can you rename someone with the same name? Oh, of course we... Dragonoots. Dragonoots! They're not lizards anymore. What the heck? That's crazy. Wait, so he's still a lizard. Nice. He's putting his knowledge to work. For sure. Don't say that. Don't say that. Toy. Okay. I don't think so, not while Rimuru is around. Uh-oh. That would be our new visitor. Well, I mean, to be fair, maybe they'll just back off once they find out that we have, like, our own nation. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Quite the entrance. One and only Dragonoid. This individual is a demon lord too. Are they all demon lords? Oh crap! Oh crap! This is not good. And how about you not poke? Yeah, I'm the leader, so like don't poke my slamminess. Aye, okay. Interesting. Milim, aye. Oh, it's interesting how some of his skills... We just had to take notice of everything, didn't we? But that's not even the real... It's funny how everyone assumes that it's the real form. Just came to say hi. And make a giant crater. And, Oh, okay. Everyone chill. Ranga's worried. Now, see, this is a shame because if this individual really just wanted to say hi, then we just attacked with, like, zero provocation. Aside from just a crater, you know. I don't know if I want to test that theory. Really? Wow, that's really saying something about their powers. Oh, crap. Yeah, that eye must come in really handy, too. Oh, Ranga, be careful. Oh, dear. Okay, well, maybe we are just here to toy around. Oh, dear. That's a very scary face. Come here and find out. What? Oh my god, Rimuru. Oh. And yet we entered into such a gamble. Something tells me we're not. But that's the only thing I could think of. Uh-oh. Please tell me that. What did we just do? We just shoved something into her mouth? If that was some of what on earth did we just... What is that? Oh, like a little bee. And the power of food comes through once again, friends. Never underestimate power of a sweet treat. Rimuru is so sure. I can't believe this happened. That's so amazing. Yeah, so interesting. So we reasoned with not so much the power, but the personality. How about you take your honey to go? It's not really his thing. Eat. Run a town. Run a nation. Eat. That's not really his thing. He's into treating people equal. Please do not shake the slime. Do not pull the slime. It's not the slime you play with. She really is like a child. He sized her up pretty well. Please be nice. Yes, be nice. Yes. Swear on your honey. Well, once you kind of have sized up the personality, he's good at reading people. Ah! Gabidoo. Back up. Gabidoo, you're lucky to be alive. Please watch your phrasing. Maybe we could teach our new friend some manners. Oh, hump. Milim Nava. That's one in the same. How you doing? Nice to meet you. It's oh, good. I mean, it sounds like maybe she's just super bored. So she's causing so much trouble. Can we, like, get you a hobby, love? Would you like to take up an arts or crafts, maybe? Have you now? Awesome. Great. Good. Great. Yeah. Just be really careful of, like, what you say. But, yeah. Don't call her runt, for example. This could be good. We have a demon lord here. That's... Can she read thoughts? Uh-oh. Okay, good. Thought we were going to say, like, let's get married or something. Best friends. 5 minutes later, best friends. We're besties. Relax. We'll have some friendship bracelets made right away. Just calm down. Besties! 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 Yay for friendship! Friendship is magic. Yeah. But should we be concerned that demon lords in general are interesting? Yeah, are interested in... Oh. Which means if anyone has an issue with her, maybe they'll come for our village. Right. Oh. I guess then it's good that we have a demon lord, but wouldn't be a problem if we didn't have a demon lord, you know what I mean? Oh boy. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, you guys. So much fun. So I mean, like, it's kind of I don't want to say it's a no-win because certainly there's some advantages, but you know, it is sort of like these problems are being caused to a degree because this demon lord has taken up residence here. However, we had no choice but to let the demon lord be here, which is kind of a good thing, except that the bad things are simply because the demon lord is here. It's a little bit circular. Can you see the circle I'm going for here? This is a circle. It might not look like one, but all right. So, Milim is a very interesting individual. Love the power, love the look, love the aesthetic, love the ambiance. Truly just a very, just a child who wants to get her way, who also happens to be like, what did they, that wasn't 10 times more powerful than Rimuru, was it? But it was 10 something, like 10 something above, maybe it was 10 times more powerful than Rimuru. So, I mean, the good thing is, when you're dealing with something as cut and dry as the whims of a child, it is somewhat easier to come in and be like, you know, it's kind of like when my dog gets upset about something. The simple flashing of a treat, that was my stomach, sorry, I said treat, so my stomach growled. The simple flashing of a treat can usually distract enough to get away from whatever destruction is taking place. You see what I mean? What would be worse is if, now that we have this somewhat forced alliance with this individual, if that were to upset and attract the attention of a demon lord whose agenda is perhaps not quite as simple. That, I think, is probably the big problem here, because now that she's here, especially like once she gets more used to everything, makes friends, like she'll still have tantrums like a kid, but like eventually that will, this routine just takes care of so much of that, you know, the familiarity. So yeah, so we definitely, I think we definitely still have some issues to deal with, but now we have a demon lord. We have a demon lord in our town, which means that pretty much we're under the demon lord's protection, which is good. Except, you know, it's good with an asterisk, I would say, is what I would say about that. But it was a lot of fun meeting her. It was a lot of fun getting to know her. It was a lot of fun watching Rimuru just have to be the adult and be like, since I can't stop you, allow me to feed you. Never underestimate a good feeding, you guys. Never, never underestimate the power of food. I can more often than not be stopped dead in my tracks, whatever I'm doing, just simply by the power of food. And I think that that's something we should see more in shows. I think we should see food as not so much a weapon, but as maybe a peacemaker, you know? The honey must have been pretty good, is all I gotta say. Look pretty fresh. So, all right, guys. I love it when we center on food, because it's, I don't know a lot, but I know that. That's something I know. That's something I can really get on board with. Really? Like, sometimes I think my stomach just has a mind of its own, because that growl was too perfect. All right, so, yeah, we got to see just a little bit of the other demon lords, so I'm really excited to just kind of get to know this community a little bit better and kind of like know what it's all about, get to know some of the individuals we saw around that table, and ultimately get to the demon lord who we know that we're trying to track down on behalf of Shizu. So, all right, you guys, fantastic episode. We have a new resident. Yay. I can't wait for more. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. And please be sure to join me next time. Bring food, bring honey. Be sure. Or my stomach will growl. And we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.